What's up, YouTube? I went and renamed a couple of my last videos because I hate where, especially when you do a lot of updates on the same thing, you get the same freaking titles for everything. So, it's just Here's the New Era. This would be episode 3. It's not necessarily like a re-innovation or anything like you see with things that other people do. It's more different takes on the deck. Each version sort of plays a little bit different and whatever fits your play style best. So, as I've got yet another update and or new version of this build. One thing I don't like about it, it's 42 cards. We have 6 searchers, so it really runs like 36. We got a lot of back row support in it, so it definitely holds its own. I wish I could cut it down, but I'm going to start off. I'm going to show you the first 39 cards of the deck. The last 3 are why it's stuck at 42. I could cut any 2 of them and make it a 40 card deck. But I feel like each of them has their own purposes, way too much to get rid of. And then I got a couple question cards for you guys. So, pretty standard start: Stratos, Triple Alias, Double Thunder King, and Cyber Dragon. I mean, this has sort of been my engine for all of them thus far. Went back to Double Doom Cow, and then Double Veiler. Those are our first 4 of 6 effect negators that are in the deck. We play Triple Duality, Rhoda, and E-Call, Double Spark, Double MST, Book of Moon, Mind Control, Monster Reborn, and Dark Hole. Traps, we have 15. We've got the Solemn Brigade, Double Bottomless, Double Torrential, Double Hero Blast, Double Compulse, Double Deep Prison, and numbers 5 and 6, Double Skill Drain. Now, as for the last 3 cards of the deck, the first one that seems really weird, we play 15 back row, 2 of which are Skill Drain, and I play Gorz. I play really conservative in control with all of my decks, so I'm typically not setting more than 2. I'm usually not setting more than 2. Rarely I'll have 3 set at any one given time, and that's really only if I've ever actually seen their Heavy Storm already been used. We got Triple MST and Heavy, so I don't expect Skill Drain to always be active or to always even be there. So I don't feel like it's going to conflict with Gorz that bad. Gorz just won games. I've always felt that you should pick something that you typically tend to lose to and main it. That was always Gorz for me in the past. I haven't had a problem with Gorz at all with the trap lineup that I'm running now. But just the idea of keeping to run him still stuck for me. The second controversial card for number 41 is Heavy Storm. I play 15 back row and I play Heavy. Again, like I said, I only set 2 or 3 at a time. Typically those are being used up pretty fast. I got a good set of them are chainable. If my opponent wants to make any play whatsoever, they're going to trigger all the monster stoppers that are in there as well. So I think Heavy ends up being live a lot. Also, when they see that I have that much back row, they're going to expect me to not be playing Heavy. So they'll be a little more free to set a bunch of back row. Set 3, 4, go, and then I drop Heavy, and then you win from there. The last card, I wouldn't necessarily say controversial, but just different, is Super Poly. You'll notice this build went back to not playing Miracle Fusion. That's sort of a couple reasons. I love Miracle Fusion. I mean, if you've seen my channel through the release of Shining, Miracle Fusion got real big. It still is. It's such a good card. Just with my playstyle, it's been on the wayside for me lately. Like I said in the first video that I showed you guys that didn't play Miracle Fusion, I feel like it's either making Hero Blast dead, or I'm drawing it when I don't have a graveyard yet. And I just don't like a lot of dead draws. So I figured I could play 1 Super Poly. If I cut any of these 3 to go down to 41, it would end up being Super Poly, but I'm still trying it right now. It gives me access to all my fusions with the main deck. Steal my opponent's shit. I mean, Super Poly is just a really good card. As for the extra deck, you got onesies again: Shining, Nova, Zero, Gaia, and Tornado. All for the Super Poly. And then Chimera Tech for the Cyber Dragon. Still 1 Catastor, the staple synchro of any level 4s playing Effect Veiler. As for the Exceeds, we have Gemini Pearl, and Utopia, Utopia Ray, Maestroke, Blade Armor, Photon Assassin, and Steelswarm Roach. There is one empty spot in this extra right now. It could be a couple things. It could be a second Utopia. It could be Gaia Charger, which I still don't have my hands on for some reason. And finally, it could be a Stardust, but that's going to depend on a question I have for you guys at the end of the video. So, as for the side deck, the third Thunder King, the second Cyber Dragon, and the Honest. Again, the mirror match side ends, just the solid stuff. The third Veiler, since I pulled it out of the main. With all the extra stop power and stuff I have in there, I felt like all of a sudden I didn't need 3 Veilers in hand. This really is only ever going in for the Inzektor matchup, just to be godly sure that it's there. Double Crow, mostly just Inzektors and Dark World. I guess Wind Up, but with the skill drains and the 3 Veilers, I'm pretty good there too, but those could be Wind Up as well. Double C, mostly for Wind Up and Heretic. Hopefully with the Heretic, will let me draw Gorse if I don't have it already, when they try and go nuts for the OTK. So, you guys know I've always played Smashing, and for a while I had double Smashing and double Soul Taker in the extra deck. It took me a long time to make the room to be able to have all 4 of those in the side deck. I decided to keep the Soul Takers because they're awesome in the mirror match and with dragons, which is, because of their beat sticks, definitely one of the harder matchups for this deck. But I decided to drop the Smashings after a lot of debate for 2 Chalice. In the Dragons matchup, they're playing triple Raikou that you're going to be attacking into. You want to be able to stop that. Against the Dino Rabbit matchup, chances are good they're still going to be sighting in their Snowman Eaters against you. So Chalice works great there. I only really used the Smashings. They were there for the Dino Rabbit matchup more than anything. So I can go against their side tech with my side tech. And with all the extra trap support that I run now, the Logias and shit shouldn't be a problem. Third MST, Close Forest. You know, I hate Dark World. I hate GK. Chalice is great against GK as well. You run into Spy and Chalice it. And then finally the third Deep Prison, mostly for Dragons and Mirror Match. Now, the 3 cards that I wanted to talk to you guys about that aren't in the deck now that could show a lot of promise. First one is Dark Bribe. Joe Girolando played, I think, 2 of these in his YCS top 4 hero build. It is a really good card. You just have to be really smart when you use it. I'm sort of on the edge of it, debating it. And if I play 1 or 2, I don't know. The second card is Mirror Force. I have so much spot removal and things, you know, but is a mass removal necessary? What do you guys think on that? And final is Starlight Road. I've talked about in previous videos how 13 traps sort of felt like that, you know, that point where you wanted to play a Starlight because you have enough back row. I'm playing 15 and still currently not playing Starlight. So what are your guys' thoughts on these 3 cards, if they should be in the deck, what they should replace, or if you think there's things that could cut the deck down to 40? Let me know. I will have another segment of this up here in the next couple days, using this little stack of cards here that I want in the main deck. I'll keep those a secret for now. How do I want to talk about it? I mean, it takes a lot from Joe Girolando's build from YCS Long Beach, but it also takes a look at Angel Flores from when he topped Anaheim last April, or won Anaheim last April. Sort of mixes the best of both worlds there. Takes some of Angel Flores' tech and actually really works well with some of the things that Joe did, and then with some of the things that I do with the deck, and I think it's going to turn out really good. So I'll have that video up in a couple days, and until then, I'll talk to you guys later. Comment, rate, subscribe. Peace out.